Hi class, I'm recording a short video to talk about the SUNY SLO Learning Outcome portfolio project. That's kind of the baseline for passing the course. Idea is just to put together a very simple two-page portfolio to allow you to provide some evidence of your work in the class and talk about how that work shows that you've met the learning outcomes that are part of the general ed requirement for SUNY. So we're talking about collecting examples of your work and talking about them. That's basically a portfolio. So I want us to do this in the portfolio system we have at Purchase. And so what I'm going to cover in this video is to show you how to log into your portfolio. Probably most of you don't realize you have a portfolio account. Give you a little bit of an orientation to how the Mahara ePortfolio system is set up. And to make this assignment as easy as possible, I've actually already created a template. And so I'll show you how to copy that template and set it up so that you can share it with me so that I can see what you're developing as you're going along. Okay. So first of all, our portfolio system is here at portfolios.purchase.edu. You can just log in there directly. I'll put a link to the portfolio system in our class space. You would basically log in with your regular Purchase credentials, which is probably for most of you first name dot last name and your password, and click log in, and you will see your dashboard page. The dashboard page has these nice big buttons on the front. A create button that will direct you to all of the pages that will help you to create a portfolio. And you can create as many different kinds of portfolios as you want in your portfolio account. There is a share button that controls how you share your materials. By default, everything you put into your portfolio account and all the portfolio pages you put together based on those materials are private to you. So this is kind of actually the opposite of most social media apps where everything is just public, but everything's private until you decide who and how you're going to share. There's also Engage. There's some basic social networking in the Mahara system. You can become a member of a group. You can friend people on the system and so forth. We won't bother with that. I do want to point you to these menu options in the upper right hand corner. You can click here to access your profile. You can upload profile pictures, do various settings and so forth. We'll spend a lot of time on that because it's not really necessary for what we're going to be doing. But the main menu over here is organized kind of in the same way that these are organized, but allows you to expand. So under the Create option, you can see there's a place to go where you see your pages and collections. You can upload files. If you put together files for the course and you want to use some of those files as examples of your work in your portfolio, you can upload them to your files area. You can set up a journal. I thought about having you all do some journaling for this class, but decided that that was really more than what was needed. You can set up a resume. You can set up learning and work plans and so forth. So that's all under the Create part. Under the Share, you basically have Shared by Me, which basically is where you control how you share your portfolio pages and collections of pages out. And you can see what materials have been shared with you. And again, as I said, there are discussions, there are groups you can join, there are you can friend people on the system. Again, we won't be bothering with that. So either here under the Create, of course, there's a link back to the dashboard. So here either under Create Pages and Collections, or if you click on the Create button on the front page, This will take you to your Pages and Collections page. And by default, you will have 2 pages in your portfolio account. You'll have a profile page that you could click over here and edit that page if you want to customize what your profile looks like on the portfolio system. And there is this dashboard page, which controls what you see when you if you click here on the Purchase College icon, you'll see that you go back to your dashboard page. So again, over here, create pages and collections. Again, to make it as easy as possible, I've set up a template. Actually, let me go back out to the front page again. You probably will see that template because it's a recent shared item on the system right here on the front page, on your dashboard page. So I'll click on that template just to open it up. You can see that there are 2 pages, one for the Natural Sciences SLO number 1, one for the Natural Sciences Learning Outcome number 2. And basically have set up a place where I will want you to reflect on, unpack the meaning of each of those, and then have other places where you can post examples of your work and talk about it. And we'll talk about how that editing works. But if you did have the template opened, you could come over here to this options and you could make a copy of it. But rather than copying this page, this is not the way I want you to do it. Let me go back to the Pages and Collections page. If you, on that page, you can create your own portfolio pages or collections of pages by adding your own, but you can also copy other portfolios that have been made copyable, which I've done with the template for the course. So if you click copy here, again, you can look to find, you could do a search for ENV space 1120, and that should bring up these 2 pages. You could copy those pages individually, but that's more work than you need to do because I've taken these 2 pages and bundled them together into collection, and you can copy the whole collection. So if you click copy collection here, system is processing it. It's taking those 2 pages and the collection that I created from them and putting together a copy for you to have in your account. And you can start off with the name that I've given, but I'm going to change that to say demo student, SUNY Natural Sciences Learning Outcomes Portfolio. You can put in a description. Here's my work for the class. Clearly that's not required, but you can do that. Click next to edit the pages in this collection. The collection, since it is a template, comes with these 2 pages already in the template, in the collection, and you have not yet created any pages to add. So you really don't need to do anything else. Don't delete either of the pages because I want you to have both of these in your portfolio that you submit. And then the next step is to edit the access. Again, at this point, this collection of portfolio pages that you have in your account is private. You're the only one who can see it. So I would like you to click the Edit Access, and you'll see that it is already shared with me by default because that came over with the copying the template. But what I'd like you to do instead, or in addition, is to click this new secret URL link here, and there's now this URL that will provide anyone you give it to direct access to this collection. And I'm going to have you turn that secret URL into me in an assignment in our Moodle class, so that I'll have just a quick set of links so that I can go in and see how your portfolios are coming along as you're working on them. And I'll click Save. And now if I go back to the Pages and Collections page for this demo student account, you'll see that there's still the profile page, there's a dashboard page, and there is the copy of the template. If I go to the Shared by Me link, you'll see that in this demo student account, I've got one collection, the one that I copied over. It has an access link here, but there's also this secret URL. If you click on the secret URL for your copy of the template, you can again go back and get that URL. And again, this is what I want you to copy and then paste into the assignment that I'm setting up in Moodle. And so that's it for now. We'll talk about how to actually edit those pages in another quick little video, but the first step is to basically get into your account, get familiar with it a little bit, make a copy of that template for our astrobiology course, and create a secret URL that you can share with me in the first Moodle assignment that is part of the sequence of stuff that we'll be doing for this portfolio activity for the class.